Midrashim are sayings by rabbis from early times, dating approximately from 200, that is in the Common Era, 200 CE to 600 CE, sometimes, in some cases later, in some cases much earlier. But they are one body, one literary body. They reflect traditions from the rabbis concerning biblical verses and insights into their meanings and linguistic appreciations of them and spiritual insights that they have received from them. And one of the major sources of Midrashim is Midrash Tanchuma. And we are going to quote from Midrash Tanchuma. We are going to quote from Midrash Tanchuma on three main points. And we have in Parshat Nitzavim, the section on Deuteronomy chapter 29, verse 5. Deuteronomy chapter 29, verse 5, it says, "You are all standing this day before the Lord your God, the leaders of your tribes, your elders and your officers, every man of Israel." The Midrash asks, what is the connection to this day? Just as the day at times illuminates, shines, and at times darkens, becomes dark, so for you. Now, it may be dark, but it's destined to enlighten you with an eternal light. As it says, the Lord shall be to you for an everlasting light. Isaiah 60, verse 19. When will this happen? When you'll be one unified body, says the Midrash. When you'll be one unified body, you will be enlightened with an everlasting light. See Deuteronomy 4, verse 4. You who cleave to the Lord your God are alive, all of you this day. Also, the Midrash says, the same section in Deuteronomy, concerning Deuteronomy, the Almighty says, concerning the Israelites who were standing at Mount Sinai. The Israelites had been subjected to the Egyptians in Egypt. Under Moses, they were brought up out of Egypt. They passed through the wilderness. They came to Mount Sinai. At Mount Sinai, they stood before Mount Sinai and they were to receive the Torah at Mount Sinai. That's where they received the Torah. And the Almighty spoke to them. And he says, or is what he says been interpreted as meaning, according to the Midrash, I will not retract, I will not take back what I saw to your forefathers, and not only with you alone, but also to the future generations. They too were there at the time when the Almighty revealed himself to the children of Israel at Mount Sinai, as it says in Deuteronomy 29:13. But not only with you am I making this covenant and this oath, but with those standing here with us today before the Lord our God, also with those who are not here with us today. All the Israelites and all the generations were present when the Torah was given to the forefathers of the Hebrew peoples. All the souls were there. All the souls were there, even though the bodies had not yet been created. That was what the Midrash says. Also, Midrash says on another point concerning unity. The rule of nature said if you put the reeds together, that is the plants, boys, concerning about cane reeds, you put them in a bunch, you cannot break them. These thin reeds, which are still stiff like sticks, you gather them together, tie them up in a bunch, and you cannot break them. They are very strong. You take them one by one, even a little child can break them. So till we find that Israel will not be redeemed until they all be united. You cannot break them when they're in one body, when they're united. But when they are alone, individualized, they are quite easily broken. As it says in Jeremiah 50, verse 4, in those days and that time, says the Lord, the children of Israel shall come, they and the children of Judah together. The children of Israel, that is the lost 10 tribes, shall come, and the children of Judah together, that is the Jews, they shall go along weeping, they shall seek the Lord their God. When they are united, in divine presence will make itself present unto them, as it says, the lost 10 tribes for whom it was dark are destined to be enlightened. See the Talmud Sanhedrin 110a. The lost 10 tribes for whom it was made dark are destined to be enlightened. So too Isaiah 66:22 says, as a new heavens and new earth that I am making stand before me, says the Lord. so shall your seed and your name stand. And thus your seed and your name be established. And the Lord promises that he will accept all the Israelites once more and cause their hearts to turn to him. So Deuteronomy 36. And the Lord your God will circumcise your heart and the heart of your offspring, so you may love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul, for the sake of your life, for the sake of your life. The Hebrew word he translated as circumcise is mong, indicating remove. Circumcise is removing the foreskin. It is removing something. It is removing the impediment. We need to remove the psychological blockages that each and every one of us has that impede us from drawing close to the Almighty. Numerous biblical passages and rabbinical commentators indicate that lost 10 tribes today are to be found amongst Western peoples. The English-speaking peoples may encompass amongst them many Gentiles, including Edomites and Canaanites and all the rest. Even so, they are dominated by the sons of Joseph, the children of Joseph, Ephraim and Manasseh. And from a biblical perspective, that is who they are. They are Joseph. And they are destined to reunite with Judah, and they should do so. And together, the Almighty will save them and direct them, and they may do great things. May God help you all, and all of us. Thank you.